You can learn the 5 biggest songs in the world right now with just 6 chords. It's gonna be easier than you think. We're gonna learn the simplest voicings for each one, and you're gonna be playing them today. My goal is to teach you how to get started in music and get playing right away. So the 6 chords we're gonna use today are A minor, D minor, E minor, C, F, and G. And we're gonna learn even easier ways to play some of these. And we're gonna use a capo to make it even easier to sound exactly like the song, but you can do this without a capo. It'll just put some of the songs in a different key, which will just sound a little bit lower, but it'll be fun. Okay, so our first song is gonna be Takedown from K-Pop Demon Hunters. You're gonna need a capo on fret 2, and your first chord in the song is A minor. So we're gonna put our finger on fret 1 on the B string, that's your second thinnest string on the guitar. Then you're gonna put your next finger, your middle finger, on fret 2 on the D string, and your third finger is gonna go right underneath that on fret 2 of the G string. And it sounds like that. And then you're gonna strum 5 strings. You're gonna leave off the E string. That's your thickest string on the guitar. So we're doing fret 1 on the B string, fret 2 on the D string, and fret 2 on the G string. And we're strumming 5 strings, just your 5 thinner strings. Our next chord in the song is going to be F. We're keeping our pointer finger exactly where it was for A minor, on fret 1 on the B string. Then we're gonna put our middle finger, finger 2, on fret 2 on the G string. And we're gonna also put our third finger on fret 3 on the D string, and we're just gonna make little stairs. Fret 1, fret 2, fret 3 on your B, G, and D strings. And you're gonna, for this chord, to make it even easier, you're gonna strum just those 3 strings that you're fretting. And we're gonna avoid strumming all the other strings. That's what's gonna make this chord even easier than the ridiculous F bar chords, all right? So fret 1 on the B string, fret 2 on the G string, fret 3 on the D string, just a little staircase. Our next chord is gonna be E minor, and this one is arguably the easiest chord in the world to do the full version of. So E minor, we're gonna put our finger on fret 2 on the A string, and fret 2 on the D string, and we're gonna strum all the strings. We've got a beautiful full E minor chord. Fret 2 on the A string with your middle finger, finger 2, and fret 2 on the D string right below your middle finger. E minor. It's beautiful. So you have the 3 chords that you need to play the entire main part of the song, and all you have to do is strum A minor 4 times, and strum F 2 times, and E minor 2 times. So that's gonna sound like this. A minor, F, and E minor. And you can do this as slow as you need to. A minor for 4, F for 2, E minor for 2. And you can gradually speed it up as you get more comfortable doing those changes. And then you get and you get to use this for the entire verse too, the rap part and everything. So sweet, so easy on the eyes, right? But hideous on the inside. Cause I see your real face and it's ugly as sin. Gonna put you in your place cause you're rotten within. So now let's do the chorus. You only need 1 new chord for the chorus, and this is the easiest chord in the world. The chord that you need for the chorus is the G chord. And there are a million different ways to play the G chord, but we're gonna do the easiest one, and you don't need anything else. For the G chord, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play fret 3 on the E string, and we're gonna just strum 3 strings. And that's the G chord. It's as simple as that. Do not let anybody tell you you have to play it a more complicated way. So the chord progression for the chorus, we're gonna do F, and then G, that's that fret 3 on the E string. Then we're gonna do A minor, and we're gonna do E minor. And we're just gonna do 4 strums of each. And that's gonna look like this. We're gonna go F, G, A minor, and E minor. And when you speed that up just a little bit, then we have the chorus. I don't think you're ready for the takedown. Break you into pieces in a world of pain, cause you're all the same. Yeah, it's a takedown. A demon with no feelings don't deserve to live. It's so obvious. take you down, oh, 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 oh. And then you go straight back into the first progression. And it's as simple as that. That's the entire song. So now we know 4 chords, and we're gonna use those exact same chords to play our next song. Wait For It from Hamilton. Absolutely amazing song. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. It's such a good song. We're just gonna move our capo to fret 1, and we need 1 new chord. And the rest of the chords in the song are ones you already know. So the new chord that we're gonna learn is C, and we're gonna do the simplest way to play C. It's very easy, and you don't have to do any of the crazy other ways to play C. All we're gonna do is use our first finger on fret 1 on the B string, and you're gonna just strum 3 strings. And you've got a beautiful C chord. And there are a million different ways to play C. They're all cool. This is the easiest one. We're gonna do this one right now. So fret 1 of the B string, and we're strumming 3 strings, your thinnest 3 strings. So your first chord in the song is C. Your second chord is gonna be A minor, which you already know. And your third chord is gonna be E minor, which you already know. And that's the entire progression for the verse. We're gonna do 2 strums of the C chord. We're gonna do 2 strums of A minor. And we're gonna do 4 strums of E minor. So it's gonna sound like this: C, A minor, E minor. And again, you can go as slow as you want, as slow as you need to, until you're ready to do the tempo of the actual song. And then Theodosia writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. And you have the entire verse of Wait For It. So next we do the chorus, and we don't need any new chords. We're gonna do C first, then we're gonna do F, which you already know, and then we're gonna do C again, and then we're gonna do G, which you already know. We're gonna play C for 2 strums, F for 2 strums, C for 2 strums, and G for 2 strums. So all together, C, F, C, G, and it's gonna sound like love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes, and if there's a reason I'm by your side when so many have tried, then I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. And we have the whole song. Yay! Okay, so for our next song, we're gonna play Pink Pony Club by Chappell Roan, and we're gonna move the capo to fret 6. We just need 1 new chord again for this song, and all the other chords are ones you already know. It's a very simple song. It only has 1 chord progression the entire time. The first chord you need is D minor. For the D minor chord, we're gonna put our finger on fret 1 on the E string, then we're gonna skip a string and put our middle finger on fret 2 on the G string, and then we're gonna put our third finger on fret 3 on the B string. And we're gonna strum 4 strings for this chord. So fret 1 on the E string, fret 2 on the G string, and fret 3 on the B string. And we're gonna strum 4 strings. And we've got D minor. And if you don't have a capo, this is totally fine. You can do the same thing without the capo. It's just gonna sound way lower. You can still do the same chord progression, and you'll just need to sing it a little bit lower. So your new chord is D minor. So to play this song, we're gonna need C, which you already know. We need D minor, which we just learned. We're gonna need A minor and F. So your first chord, C, then D minor, then A minor, then F. So for the intro, we can strum just 1 time per chord to have that ambient effect that she has. So we can go, I know you wanted me to stay, but can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. Then we're gonna start to do 4 strums, but the exact same timing, the exact same chords. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee, oh Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. And then the chorus is the exact same, and we just keep going exactly the same way. Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony That's it, that's the whole song. We did Pink Pony Club, yay. The next song we're gonna do is The Fate of Ophelia by Taylor Swift, obviously one of my favorite songs right now. We're gonna move the capo to fret 5, and we have learned all of our chords that we need for this song already. So, the first chord you're gonna do is D minor, which you already know, A minor, which you already know, C, which you already know, and G, which you already know. Those are all the chords in the song. It goes the same the entire time, just like Pink Pony Club. And we're gonna do 4 strums of each, and we're gonna do D minor 4 times, A minor 4 times, C 4 times, and then we're gonna do G 8 times. There's a little extra G in this song. D minor, A minor, C, G, and G again. So then it sounds like this. I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone. And this is the chorus. All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers, now I can see it all. Late one night you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea. So that's The Fate of Ophelia, and you're using the exact same chords that you learned already from the previous songs. All right, so for our last song, we're gonna learn a bonus chord. This is Believer by Imagine Dragons, and we're gonna learn a little sneaky E major chord. We're actually not gonna use the capo for this one. So we need A minor, which you already know. We need F, which you already know. And we need the new bonus chord, which is E major. The fun thing about E major is that it's the exact same shape as A minor, but you just move to one thicker string, and that's the entire thing. So if you have the A minor shape, you just bump your fingers one string closer to the sky, and we have E major. So that's fret 1 on the G string, fret 2 on the A string, and fret 2 on the D string. And you get to strum all the strings for this chord. And you have E major. For this song, all you do is A minor 8 times, F 4 times, and E 4 times. That's gonna go like this. A minor, F, and E. And this is the entire song, just like this. And it sounds like this. First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Ooh, the way that things have been. Ooh. Broken from a young age, taking my soul into the message, writing my poems for the few that looked at me, took to me, shook to me, feeling me, singing from, and then you stop. And then you go, pain, you make me a believer, believer. And you have the whole song. And now we know 5 songs with pretty much all the same chords. So we've learned 6 new chords, plus a bonus chord. We've learned A minor, E minor, D minor, C, F, and G, plus E major. And we've learned 5 huge popular songs, all with just those chords. Now go figure out what other songs you can play with those 6 chords, because it's a lot. So if you like this video and you want to see more very beginner-friendly, accessible music content, then check out my channel and watch the other videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Sadie. This is Transform Music Studio. See you next time. Keeping a bed warm while her husband is away. She's all over the side in Georgia, trying to keep the colonies in line. We can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine.